bunch of Caspers, everybody's favorite rapper. Like,
shit. I'm about to change my whole disposition now, Bizzle.
About to become Solomon.
Oh, man. Let me tell y'all something. Childish Gambino came up here once. And people didn't know, or I'm not sure how seriously they took him as an MC. Even though he was making music, they knew him as an actor. You know, and he would do things at the end of each episode to let you know, man, something else going on with that dude. We called it. We said, yo, this dude is going to blow. Logic came up in here.
I remember that too.
Remember the first time he came up here, spit some shit, told some truths, had his style down packed, freestyle, another one. Lizzo, way before any of them knew who she was.
Like way before.
2012 maybe.
Early.
Y'all didn't even know she had music in 2012. Came up here, spit, saw it. The young lady that we have here today.
Talk about it.
I had one of the most celebrated, talented, gifted A&R minds hip-hop has ever seen call me personally for 2 to 3 days because I couldn't pick up. I didn't know who it was. I didn't have his number. I didn't have his name saved. I didn't have his name saved.
Okay.
Turned out to be the one and only DJ Clark Kent. Give him a round of applause. He called in yesterday when Jazzo came up here.
Oh, right.
And said, Sway, how often do I call you and tell you about an MC? I said, has it been, man, I don't even remember the last time you done that, dog. He said, yeah, I know MCs. I want to get this young lady to come to your show and sit in your space, have a good conversation, let her show what she's made of.
God bless you.
Orlando just sneezed, citizens. Oh, shoot, send him a tissue, especially when you see this video.
I didn't mean to mess up your intro.
Damn, man, it threw me off. I was freestyling. I was in the zone right
You
there.
say gesundheit after one of those. Oh,
I said, okay, Clark. Okay, man. Fuck. All right, let me see what she about.
right.
I said, we'll make it happen. I went to go look her up, and the irony. I'm going to tell you the irony.
Okay.
I went to look her up, and I was so impressed that she had a Bachelor of Science in Sports Medicine from Howard University.
Hey, Jew?
A Master of Science in Global Medicine from the University of Southern California. That's USC, Heather B.
That's incredible.
And it made sense to me when I watched her videos about her wordplay, her patterns, her continuity, her similes, her metaphors, her adjectives, her pronouns, her adverbs. My partner, King Tech, my brother in crime since high school. He, Clark Kent, you, Heather, Big Horse, Rich Nice, y'all are MC purists. You can't get nothing. I smile at MCs that I don't think are dope because I don't want to hurt their chances to really elevate their life, elevate their game. It's a bigger picture for me.
Right.
King Tech told me, hey, man, somebody we know has a niece, and she's fucking incredible. Now, I'm putting a lot on it. I don't want to put no pressure on her.
Right.
And brought her name up. Happened to be the same person that Clark Kent told me about. And she's here today, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to meet her. She's been putting in work already. You can find her all over the internet. The one and only Lady London.
Yay!
Is here. Shit.
Where's she from, Sway?
I don't know.
All over.
Okay, she might be from Pluto for all I know.
Downtown Switzerland.
That's Switzerland, she's international. But where are you from? Lady London, welcome to the show, by the way.
Thank you, guys. I'm honored to be here, truthfully. Thank you so much. So I spent a lot of my childhood in the Bronx, New York, but I was primarily raised in East Orange, New Jersey.
Oh, see what she did.
BX.
Yeah, that's
BX.
Where Heather's from.
Jersey.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
BX.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Ain't nobody listen to Rich.
Rich. Nobody cares, Rich.
I'm a whole extra.
Nobody cares.
Hold it strong.
So I'm so impressed by your education and your career in education. So that must have been something to even achieve what you achieved at such a young age. You was always into your education.
Yeah, since I was young, my standardized test scores were like in a 97th percentile. Like when I was young, they said my vocabulary was on like a 12th grade level when I was in like 3rd grade. So academics has always been priority. My mother was kind of strict on that, but my behavior side would leave little to be desired usually.
Okay, your behavior side.
Yeah.
So you were a rowdy, wildly kid, or?
I think, it would say like I didn't work well with others, like I don't follow directions, like things like that. I was kind of like walking to the beat of my own drum always.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually this is a great characteristic to have for a solo artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just any parents out there dealing with that, just know your child is on the road to be a great solo artist. Don't work well in groups
Can't
at
be
all.
in a group.
No.
You never been in a group?
Never.
Have you thought about, have anybody tried to put you in a group?
Nope. Never.
Okay, do you collaborate with a lot of artists?
Yeah, I'm willing to collaborate, but for the sole purpose of bodying them on their records.
Damn, really? You trying to take them down?
No, it's all love. It's all love. But
No, it
it's in
ain't.
the back of my head, I'm like, kill it.
Okay, cool. So, you were an ornery kid who couldn't get along with folks.
Mm-hmm.
You was on your own thing. You was a precocious kid, obviously, if you had a 12th grade vocabulary in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
All right. Who was the first artist that inspired you and made you want to do what you do? Because you didn't start off as a rapper, right?
No.
You was a poet?
Yes.
Okay, talk to me about that.
So I started doing poetry when I was like 11, maybe. And I didn't really know what I was writing about. So I guess I would say seriously doing it in high school.
Okay.
And then it's weird because I started rapping in March of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So that year, or that month, I posted a video where I'm like a cappella. It's kind of like a poem, really, in a car freestyle. And everybody was like, oh, put a beat behind it. Like, rap. Why don't you just rap? And I'm like, yeah, it can't be that hard. I threw on the beat and could not catch that pocket.
Yeah.
I could not, like, get the cadence, nothing. It's nothing like poetry. Like, it's like wordplay, sure, but transitioning into it was a difficult journey for me. So I took from, like, March to maybe, like, July of that year, like, putting on instrumentals every day, just trying to learn it. I studied Jay-Z. I studied Kiss. I studied Big L. I studied Cole. Just, like, who inspired me. In my cadence, and that's kind of how it really grew.
Did you study any female rappers?
Yeah, so Foxy, Jean Grey, Roxanne, like it's a lot of people, like actually not a lot of like girls, because my thing was, I think a lot of people try to box you in as being one of the good girl rappers.
Yeah.
And for me, I was really big on being the master of everything that I set out to do. So I don't want to be a really good girl rap. I want to be a really good rap. I want to be like amongst the best of rappers, period. So I feel like it's a male dominated game, as a lot of industries are, and I want to play with the big boys. So I study guys usually.
When you study, what does that mean? Do you memorize? Do you duplicate what they've done? What do you do?
Everybody has like a signature style about them, and I was trying to figure out what mine was. So in that, I was like studying just even body language, just movements, like bravados, and I call myself the Aristotle of bravado. So just like the cadence, the way that people, address things, and just, I don't know. It's something about, like, even Jay, like the way that he raps.
Give me your
on,
Jay.
like,
I got a Jay. Hold on.
Okay, let me hear your Jay. Yeah, let me hear that.
Show me what you got, pretty lady.
Yeah.
Show me what you got. Throw your hands up and wave.
Yeah, that's actually perfect.
That's that, right?
Yeah, that was perfect. Yours is way better than mine. Yours is like 100 times better.
I should have let you go first.
Yeah, but not because I feel embarrassed.
I just bodied you.
You did.
Yeah.
On my own record.
On your own record. That's crazy. Oh, that's great. Give me a round of applause, dog.
Hi, you did good.
Okay, you got another one?
I mean, Jay impression?
No, anybody else.
Oh, okay.
So I've done that.
No, I don't.
No, okay, all right. Well, let me hear your Jay.
I don't. I think Jay just takes his time with things. You ever ask him a question, he's always like, well, like, my wife. She it's like I don't know. You always just wait to hear what he has to say next. I kind of want to be that person where they like, it doesn't matter if it takes 3 minutes into the record. If she's on this, I want to wait till she get on. I want to hear her. I gotta hear her verse. So.
It's like a cliffhanger. You
I gotta hear it. Yeah, I gotta hear it.
And then he'll drop a gem and just end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're too good. You're too good.
No, this is your interview. Okay. Wow, this is so interesting. So you come from? Can I reveal?
Yeah.
What? Oh shit, man. Her uncle is a close friend of mine in King Tech. We've in the 90s done concerts to make sure he got exposure because of his talent as a lyricist. Probably one of the most ferocious, feared MCs in the 90s. You okay? Some of the illest similes and metaphors you've ever heard.
No, don't tell me.
You don't even know who I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
If you can guess it, I'll tell. We put out music, produced your uncle, put out a project on your uncle.
Come on.
Go ahead. Her uncle is.
Impossible.
Oh, Rich, just say it. Come on, acting like he knew. Say it, Rich.
Do you know?
Muscles.
Chino XL.
Come on.
Rich ain't say it.
I wasn't sure if he knew.
No, I knew.
And so, growing up, did you study Chino?
I did, actually. Yeah, I remember he used to like live in my grandmother's basement or like stay in my grandmother's basement, and just I remember his rhyme books being all over the house, and I couldn't read them. Like physically, he wrote so a way that only he can read the script that he like wrote down. But I used to try so hard to like it was like doctor's handwriting, like pharmaceutical or something. I'm like, yo, what does this say? And you would catch a couple words, and he would write it like he write on the side, like and then draw an arrow to where it's supposed to be at, like whatever. And I find myself doing those same tactics now. Like certain records that I do, I either write on paper because I gotta feel it, or I write in my notes. But yeah, I study him a lot. His breath control is something that I admire. You know, as a rapper and as somebody who like study him and Busta and like how fast they can. Like his lung capacity, I don't even know if he's breathing when he raps. I really don't know.
Yeah, probably holding his breath.
He's impeccable, like impeccable.
Yeah,
I'm not there yet, but I'm almost there.
Well, it's just so fun to have a conversation about some real MC shit right now.
Yeah,
like somebody who studies this, you love this, you committed to it. You're not trying to sell it out. You're not trying to exploit it and use it and then shit on it. Don't you get the impression that you love hip hop, right?
I love it. Dope.
What's your purpose is to become amongst the greats?
Yes.
All right. No gender included.
No gender included.
Just what's your process? How you plan to do it?
I don't know, but I'm willing to find out.
Yeah.
No matter what it takes. I won't compromise my integrity. I just stay grounded in solidarity. So I'm guided by principle and by faith, and not swayed by popularity. So I really don't care what's the now, because I'm worried about what's going to transcend the generation. And yeah. You
could have, you got a master's degree.
Yeah.
Go get a regular job. What's going on?
No, you know what's a bigger plot twist? I deferred medical school.
Did you?
Yeah, from USC.
Why?
Because theoretically I was going to have about over $400,000 in loans, and I've never seen $400,000 in person. And I really think I could do this.
And so
I think that, I think I could do this, take it all away. And I think this is my calling. I'm really spiritual. I think God doesn't put you in places and haphazardly, like nothing is done by chance. So I think I'm supposed to be exactly here.
I like it. Lady London.
Good for you.
Come on. See you with pictures with Dave East and, posting pictures with all these.
We actually have a record too. Shout out Dave East.
Where is it?
I don't know. That's his camp. That's his record. I don't know.
Did you try to body Dave East?
No.
Oh my gosh, you tried to body Dave East?
You tried to body Dave East.
Is that what you say?
Never.
Who else? No. What was it like working with him? Did y'all write together?
No, I sent the verse in from LA, and he was out here. So.
Okay. Have you heard the song?
I've heard the record. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Who else have you recorded with?
Let's see. Who else? I have Joe Moses and OT Genasis. I've recorded with Arsenal. A lot of little young battle rappers. Trying to think. That's slipping my mind right now, because I've been in the studio with a lot of people.
A lot of people. How many projects have you put out?
None.
That's what we talking about. You see, Rich, nice.
Not ready yet.
I have a 2-part question. So where did you get your name from?
Okay, so Lady came from Boss Lady. It's kind of what people called me in my growing up process. I talk kind of slick off rip, so people be like, yo, who the fuck do you think you are? Boss Lady, you know what I'm saying? So that's where Lady came from. And then London came from Lauren London. So I have a great respect for her and Nipsey and the love that they shared, and just the fact that it was private but not secretive. It was just them. And then people used to say her and I looked alike in high school or whatever. Dimples, light skin, whatever. But Yeah, so that's how Lady London came about. Yeah,
Still,
and my middle name is Milan, so like London is, I don't know, like London, Milan, Paris.
I like the name.
London, Milan, Paris.
I like the name. Secondly, you mentioned medical school, and I think it's so interesting. You know, when parents hear something like that, it's like, oh, my kid is in college, or my son and my daughter got their masters or could have went to medical school. Most parents would freak out if you just like, I ain't doing that. I'm about to go hit these streets and be a rapper. You know, how was the support for you from your mom and how was the support from your family?
My mom is super supportive, actually.
That's dope.
You know, my mom and I feel like we kind of grew up together. Like we raised each other almost. We like 17 years apart, so like we got a vibe. She's hip hop for real. Like she's hip hop. Like if anybody taught me hip hop, like Reasonable Doubt, cover to cover, like in the house, is her. So initially though, she was like, what? Like, what you mean? We done put all this into your education. I was on scholarship in undergrad. Ironically, from the Sean Carter Scholarship Foundation, they gave me a 4-year scholarship there. So
amazing.
When I got to my master's, she was like, all right, like, cool, get your master's, but make sure, like, you doing your medical school applications, like, whatever. So when I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go, she was like, what? Like, what you? So what you going to do? Like, what you planning on doing? So I'm like, I could rhyme. Like, I really got this. She's like, I'm sure you could rhyme, but, like, you know, whatever, like, whatever. And I think she's, like, really, you know, been witnessing and watching it grow. It's, like, it's been a journey, and she's very supportive of it. But initially it was some concern, like, girl, what you mean you got all the way this far to the 17th grade? And you talk about you not going back to school.
Yeah, that's dope. That's amazing, though. Salute to your mom, because a lot of parents aren't that understanding or, you know, or just supportive of your child just literally having a dream and a calling, you know? So congratulations.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you so much.
That's a Jersey legend right there. Have the beat too.
Oh, this I know.
Okay.
This I know.
Yes.
And I need a plate. I was on her page the other day, like, dang, my stomach was hurting. I was like, cause I don't know, you a pescatarian too, cause you make a lot of seafood. I'm a pescatarian.
I make a lot of fish and seafood. Just
girl.
I love it. Thank you. But that's an outlet for me. Like, you know, just stress reliever. I just love having, we spoke about family and friends over. Something my mom used to do and grandmother every Sunday. Just having the family over. So that's why I'm always posting videos of Sunday food videos on my Instagram.
That's dope. Girl,
I
be thinking I'm there on Sunday.
Thank you. Come by. You in Jersey, come by.
Might have to come through.
Will do.
Come through. You and your mom. For real.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I
It's
understand.
nice over there talking. I know it looked like I was.
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
Ventriloquist.
Lady London was looking at my mouth, heard her voice. Like, how is he doing
I
that?
was like,
He's really good.
Yeah.
So there's you know, I do A&R, and there's a lot of conversations out in the world and out in the street, and I'm hearing a lot of things about you and a few people and producers that you are about to join forces with. And it starts with a T and there's an M in the middle, and you know, so I mean, I would like you to talk about it.
You know what's funny? Because 2 producers came to mind with a T and an M in the middle.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Yeah.
I could show you a logo.
Can you just say who it is, Rich? Jeez, what is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about
Some
it.
truth to that.
Let's talk about it.
Hey guys, there are people listening that have no idea
idea
what
of
you're
what's
talking
going
about.
on.
Yeah. You're talking about which crew?
I'm talking about the Trackmasters.
Yes. Shout out Tony Pope.
So let's talk about the Trackmasters.
We going to the studio tonight. That's that. That's all I got on that. I don't know. We getting some records in for sure.
Okay.
We're just gonna see where it goes. They're amazing. Like, they are truthfully amazing guys. Like, personality wise, wittiness, music intelligence. They're literally super gifted. So I can't wait. I'm really excited. I get excited to go to the studio. It's funny in hindsight, right? So months ago, when I was first getting into like rapping and stuff, I was in the studio and I would do like 16-hour days in the studio, and I'd be pissed. I'd be like, yo, I want to leave. Like, I want to go. I want to leave. And then there came a point where I couldn't afford studio time, and I was so sad. Like, I never want to, like, you got to watch what you say.
Right.
You know, like, you got to watch what you ask for, because the minute I couldn't go to the studio no more, I was like, wow, look at all the days that I was like, I want to leave here.
Yeah.
But, you know, now that I'm back in the swing of things, like, you know, it's good. I'm just happy to be working.
So Trackmasters, amongst others, are obviously
amongst others,
vying for your attention, or to at least work with you, but you're still independent?
I am.
And that's by choice, obviously. You got a master's degree. You're going to take your time about it, right?
Yeah. All good things aren't God things. So I'm just trying to make sure that it's the right decision before I move forward with anything.
But you're able to kind of make a living right now?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay? I mean, because looking
I would like
at
to be more, but,
the raps you talk about, when I look at your freestyles, it's really about men buying a lot of items.
Yeah.
You talk about your money game is crazy from these men.
If they gonna occupy my time,
they gotta occupy your wallet.
I mean,
Sock it to your
Is
pocket.
that real or is that Lady London? Is that your persona or that's how you? If you in a relationship with a guy, he gotta fly you and your friend to the islands.
It would be nice.
Damn.
That's important though.
It'd be nice.
Is it more of a guy being with somebody who's established that can hold their own?
Right, exactly. I wouldn't ask for anything that I can't provide. Is the whole situation. So I just think it should be equal partnership and things. And so I'm all about, if I can't call you in an emergency situation and you can't call me in an emergency situation, then what are we doing? Mm-hmm. So that's really the whole tactic of it. I hold my own. Whatever you bring to the table, I built that table.
Okay.
So that's really it.
What's the probably the most lucrative gift you've received from a guy that was trying to just impress you?
An investment into my career. Truth be told, like any photo shoots or studio time, to me that's always been the best gift for me. Somebody who really was like, what do you want to do with this money? You want a bag or you want to do some work in the studio? Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay.
Studio over bags.
I like that.
Not necessarily over, but
yeah, damn, the bag still got importance, fellas.
Equal to.
All right, man, I got somebody on the line that heard you was on the show and texted me and said, "Wow, I can't believe she's on the show. I love her." Yo, what's up, man? You there?
Yo, what's up, Sway? I'm here, man. How you doing, bro?
This is my brother right here. This is my little brother right here, my partner in crime. I love this dude. He's the truest dude in the game. He's the realest, solid, never morphed into anything, even though he's become famous now, a social media star, and, he's running Genius over there.
Rob?
Yeah.
Rob!
London, what up?
What's going on? How are you?
Chilling. I heard you was on the show. I seen you was doing Sway in the morning. I got super excited because I'm expecting some serious bars, especially when that hit the internet. And, I want to get in on the action. I definitely want to ask you a question if that was cool. Sway and Sway in the Morning crew is the best interviewers in the game. But I was like, let me just get one little question.
Of course.
Rob Markman, ladies and gentlemen, from Genius. See, London, Rob used to do the Rob Report here on our show. Rob used to work, he was he's still a part of the team, but he had to go off and do some other things.
He's
so
super famous.
What do you think about his wardrobe? Every day he got something new on.
He's just too fly. He's too fly.
Drip.
Drip.
Y'all need this all game. Look, my question is to you,
Rob ain't falling for that Sway.
Yeah, come on, man. Don't throw me off. Lady,
what's going on?
I wanted to know, it's more about your inspiration, right? Because I really appreciate the way you approach these raps. I like to say you get to the heart of the matter. Even when talking about the male and female dynamic, it's not just about what's on the surface. I know we were just talking about the bags and the vacations, but a lot of that is the emotional connection to a partner.
Right.
And so you really get to the heart of the matter. In a lot of ways, I say that it reminds me of Drake. I think Drake is able to do a similar thing, especially when he gets into his relationship records and in that bag. Yes. And for you, I just wanted to know where your inspiration was, where you draw from that emotion, because it feels really real.
Yeah, I deal with it in my own personal life. I think a lot of records right now are deflecting and everybody's acting like, they do what they want to do and they never get hurt. But the reality of the situation is a lot of women and a lot of men, we struggle with day-to-day qualms in our relationships, and that being intimate or being familiar relationships, within your own family. So for me, I dig deep within relationships with me and, the guy that I'm dealing with at the moment or whatever the case may be. But I try to be the very truest form of myself because things happen, and I just I want people to relate to me, the everyday girl,
Yeah, you sound.
Did you ever get mad at you when them freestyles said? I know you began angry texts and angry phone calls.
Oh man, this music is subjective.
Yo, hey Rob, she said she like to jump on tracks and body people.
He knows this.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. Have y'all done any work together, Rob?
Not yet.
Nah, I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan and just waiting for the timing of everything.
You are a fan of a
lady
fan.
knows love. But you know you got my full support. So, you know, it's just timing, and when everything is we able to work it out, let's work it out. But you have my support, and you know, I'm going to be here with the pom-poms up, man. We playing cheerleader right now.
I heard that. Rob Markman, man. That's something. You got them calling you. They got Clark Kent, Rob Markman. Shit. That's the Mount Rushmore of hip-hop right now calling in today. Hey, Rob, when we do these freestyle, when she gonna do something for us later on, man, I'll send it to you. Maybe you could post it up on Genius.
Yeah, we're going to get them lyrics right.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
My man Rob Markman, the greatest.
Love it,
Rob the
Thank
Great.
you, Rob.
Rob the Great.
Peace, Rob.
Give me a lyrical breakdown real quick, OQ. I want to go through some lyrics.
I don't get it. What exactly don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown
I can break it down like whatever you want.
on Sway in the Morning.
Okay, so Lady London is here. We're going to play one of her singles. It's called Musa. Okay, now, you know, I come from a family of spiritual folks, you know, that have, you know, dabbled and dove into the history of religion, spirituality, meditation, whatever the case may be. I understand that word to mean something that deals with serenity and calmness.
Oh.
What does the word mean to you?
In the context of that song, it is kind of telling people to calm down. Musa was created as a dance challenge.
Okay.
To preface the situation, it was created as a dance challenge, so it was a very like, I don't know, like a play around record. It really wasn't something that was intended to be lyrical. It wasn't something that was intended to be anything more than the dance challenge. So it went kind of viral. It had people doing like choreography for it, and I had some dancers do a little, dance to it as well. But it's basically just telling girls to relax. Like, it's all right. Like, it's cool. Relax. Breathe.
Buy me the mall.
Uh-huh.
Buy me a diamond. And buy me a pearl.
Yes.
Buy me an island.
On heaven with God, and then fly back to Hollywood and buy me the world.
I'm not offended. I am not none of the women you've been with.
Uh-huh.
All the bags and these shoes are the cutest. I know you would rather get me a business.
I would rather you get me a business.
I'd rather you get me a business.
Yes, absolutely.
And we just talked about that.
We just talked about it.
When you listen to this song, what I liked most about it when I first heard it was I couldn't guess what was next because the structure of the song is interesting to me.
It's very unorthodox.
It's extremely unorthodox.
Very unorthodox. Yes.
I'm gonna play it in a second. Who produced it?
Morel. He's from Philly, but he's based in Atlanta. He's super dope. Super dope.
Okay. And then the idea to make the structure so unorthodox, was it because of the way you wrote, or did he present you with the music that way?
No, so I co-produced. I did the vocal structuring of it. Yeah, it was the way I wrote it. It was funny because we was like drunk in my living room recording this in LA. Like we had got like hibachi truck and just was just like lit.
Damn, she's so Jersey. That's a Jersey thing, Heather. With the girls like to get drunk.
What?
I'm just saying, man. I'm like, damn, hibachi truck. The girls like to get drunk.
Don't you live in LA too?
I got a house in the valley.
In the valley, I live in the valley too.
What part of the valley?
I live in Glendale.
So that's the other valley. I live near in Tarzana area.
Oh, that's Valley.
I'm Valley. Yeah.
Y'all be on fire and stuff all the time.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, London. Don't do that to me. You know you getting profiled over there, pulled over. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
It's quiet though and clean.
It's quiet and clean. The Tarzan is quiet. I'm not gonna set trip with you right now.
Right.
Okay. We're gonna come back. I wanna open up the phone lines 888-742-3345. Citizens, you've heard this young lady talk. And we're gonna play this song. You wanna speak with her? Give us a call. This is Lady London. Musa. Lady London here. Got to know her. What else we need to know?
I don't know what else there is to know.
You producing, huh?
Yeah, pretty much co-producing everything.
What does that mean? Like you're
just the vocal arrangements. As far as that goes, like people don't come in there with no hooks or nothing ready for me.
So you got to come up. But you prefer to do that?
Yeah, I definitely prefer to come up with my verses for sure. But what
I like about you and Heather, you talk about this all the time, the importance of writing and documenting what it is we write. She's an author.
Yeah.
So you've written how many books now?
It'll be 2. This next month it'll be 2.
What a Truth
and Sin.
and Sin. And what was Truth? That was about?
Yeah. It was it's it's a fictional book. It's about a young girl who grew up in a foster care system in Philadelphia. She was kind of passed around. She went to Howard for undergrad. She moved to LA and then met and fell in love with a drug kingpin. And she was unaware of his lifestyle and then exposed to both the perks and the downfalls of it.
What made you write that? Just creative juices?
Yeah, definitely. So in the process of going between my bachelor's, I had graduated from Howard in May of 2016, and in that time I didn't know what I wanted to where I wanted to go yet for school. I was applying to grad programs or starting to apply, and I just had a lot of free time in that between May and December essentially. And so I wrote a book in 7 months.
In 7 months. Who edited it? Did you have an editor?
No, I edited it. I self-published. Yeah, I'm about my coin. Everything must stay in pocket for me.
Okay, all under the same umbrella.
Yeah, ideally.
How did that do for you?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I did a 5-city book tour, book signing, in New York, Jersey, LA, DC, Atlanta. So yeah, it was good.
You kind of are an example. But not necessarily saying I'm trying to be an example of what people could do to become independent, not just women, but men too.
Yeah.
Right? That's important to you?
Very important. Extremely important.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you should just be self-sufficient in anything. I'm also Jamaican, so I feel like, we just be hustling. It just be like, it's just it's a nonstop grind.
More fire.
More fire. More fire?
More fire.
Okay. What's your cooking game like?
It's up there.
Yeah.
It ain't hers, but it's up there.
No, nobody's had this. Don't even play yourself. You get bodied. You get bodied in the kitchen.
I don't want that smoke.
You should. Okay, we got T Mills on the line from Virginia. T Mills, what's popping with you?
T Mills.
What's up, Sway? How you doing, London?
What's going on? How are you, T Mills?
I'm all right. I just want to say I'm a graduate of Howard 2003, so
wow.
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm loving the music that you just put out. There's a lot of stuff I don't listen to. I'm a 90s, 80s guy. So, yeah, you got some good lyrics right there. Wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much. HU? Appreciate that.
Yeah, HU.
All right. Hey, Jamie, what are you trying to say, man? What are you trying to say?
You talking to me?
Huh? No. Go ahead.
Chino said he wants to call in to talk or whatever.
Well, that's up to London. I can't. It's her interview. This ain't Chino's interview.
No, I don't know the number.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Give us his number. We'll call him. Okay, give it to OQ. He'll call him. Hey, T Mills, make sure you support our music too, okay?
Yes, sir. Got you,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, Kevin in South Carolina. You got them all over the country. Say what up to London. Yeah, what up?
What's going on, Lady London?
What's
What's going on,
on?
Sway and the crew?
Hey.
Man, my first time hearing you, London, I heard about you just 2 days ago, but my first time hearing you was today. And your accolades, man, and the things that you bring into this game, you're going to be something to reckon with. These females out here going to have to watch it, yo. And I'm going to be looking forward to hearing more music from you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm loving the bars.
Thank you so much. Bless. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what's up, man. Kev, you a citizen?
Sway morning.
We got Kev from Washington, another Kev.
What up, Kev?
Kev, you from Washington State or D.C.?
Hey. How's it going? Can you hear me, Sway?
Yeah. Are you from Washington State or Washington, D.C.?
Washington State, bud.
Damn, that's what's up.
Hey.
My man, come on, bud. What do you think of Lady London?
Man, she got some fire. I like her beats, and I really like that she's educated. That means a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's hard to find that. And I really like the way she be, speaking metaphorically, and like you were saying with them, different types of simile and metaphors. She's creative.
Wow.
And I don't know. I just like to hear that, and there's not a lot of female rappers that come up and really got that, that distinct, what sets them apart from other people. She's definitely one of them diamonds in the rough.
Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah. That was one of the first. Oh, you're a citizen, bro.
Sway in the morning.
First thing I said is for me the most enjoyable part is your vocal tone and cadence. You're not imitating everybody else, imitating somebody else.
Right.
And I think that's an issue in the game, to me at least. Ron Terry from Queens, what would you like to say?
Yo, first time call, long time listener, kid. Just want to say,
my man, you a citizen.
A Sway in the morning,
yes.
guy.
Been waiting for that, kid. I first want to say what's up to the whole family. But Lady London, you're one of the most flawless artists out right now. Like the way she's so fluent in rap, like she just talks and it just comes out sick. Like, and you could tell by her inspirations, what she said, like Jay-Z, Jada, Chino. You could tell it reflects off of, you know, how fluent she is. Like those are just fluent rappers. Like, and it's just sick. And I just wanted to call up and praise you. The only question I would have is what's your feature price, but I know I got to go through the outlets to it.
Please
so I'll
do.
find that out.
You got to go through management. But thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Right.
No doubt. Thank you for taking
I like that.
Yeah, you're a citizen, Ron Terry.
Sway in the morning.
Yeah, he tried to get a discount right then and there. Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I spoke about how close your uncle and I, over the years, have been in the roles we played in each other's careers, and my partner King Tech, who really, since Art of Origin days, you know, really love your uncle as a lyricist, and this dude has been a part of our family for a long time. That's how I met you when you were a child, and your mom.
That's crazy.
Ain't that crazy?
Wow.
She didn't have bars in. She had a nice goo goo gaga.
That's a bar, though. That's a bar.
She had a nice melody to it. It was interesting. I knew she had potential, but we got him on the line right now. Iconic MC, the one and only Chino XL.
What up?
You.
Yo, what up, Chino?
What's happening, sir? How are you?
Yo, you know he's an MC. When he heard me introducing him, he cleared his throat.
What
up? Chino, say hello to your niece.
How you doing, Zip?
What's up, Unky? How are you?
I am so proud of you.
I love you.
I love you so.
Man, this dude is crying. You okay, Chino?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Man, that's amazing.
That's
love
dope.
That, man.
That's love, man. That's love. You got to be proud. That's amazing. It's full circle. Come full circle.
Yeah, I couldn't be more proud, bro. I mean, she just has always been good at everything she's ever done. She's pretty good on the courts too. She was going to be a hooper too. That's another thing. Don't test her.
Don't test her.
But she's always been able to express herself in such a elegant way, even as a child. Her vocabulary, her intensity, her intonation, her tenacity, her ability to focus on whatever the challenge was ahead of her. And she always played with lyrics. Always, she knew a lot of Jay-Z lines. And for people that are fans of the Wake Up Show on here, fans of followed my career, I basically held her in my arms while I wrote the album. I Told You So.
Oh, wow. Are you serious?
Yeah, she was. I recorded it in her grandma. I wrote it in her grandma's basement in Jersey. At least 80% of it, and she was right there. And I'll tell you my favorite story that sums up her mantra. She was downstairs with me when I was writing one of the joints on the album. I think it was actually the song I Told You So, which the girl on I Told You So, the voice on I Told You So is her mom. My sister Jamie is the girl's voice on it.
That's Jamie.
My sister has been on every single album that I've ever made, actually doing some vocals in some way.
Wow.
Her mom. So anyway, so Jamie is calling her upstairs to eat. And Lady London is downstairs with me. She's probably about, I don't know, man, maybe 5 or 6. And she wasn't really inclined to go upstairs when her mom was calling her to do it. And there's about 25 steps from the basement that I was writing in to the kitchen. And Sway, I kid you not, on every step, she said, I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do. I do a different inflection on every step. I was like, Lord, the world ain't ready, and the world ain't.
You knew it that day, huh, Chino?
It was something about, yeah, man, as weird as it is, that was her mantra. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And the thing is that she does whatever she wants to do, but she does it with class and just, I mean, you know, we talking about a person that whipped through college. I just feel like she's almost overqualified as a lyricist. She's more of a spoken word and almost like a college professor the way she puts it down. And I'm just really proud of her, man, on every single level. Sway, she is, you know, everything that you could hope that an MC could have. male or female. I don't categorize her in any gender, and I'm not disrespecting anybody that does, because we really do need the female icon. We really do need it. This is not to disrespect anybody else that we have contemporary. It's not at all. You know, my hat's off to all of them. But we need somebody who the little girls can look up to and be like, you know, I need to be like that. That don't mean that she can't get ratchet or she can't, you know, speak, you know, her truth about what goes on in her life or the way things are, whatever, contemporary wise. But I just feel like we need that person that's like, listen, I can be a lawyer if I want to, because Lady London can be one and will be one. Right. You know, I can graduate from college at the top of my class. Lady London did that. And I could get on the mic and shit on the whole world if I want to, like Lady London can.
Oh, man. And this is coming from Chino XL. That's, I feel it too, Chino. Like, I get the same vibe. Clark Kent and I stayed on the phone for like 40 minutes. You know, he called me like at 11. That's why I'm not getting any sleep, by the way, Heather. My friends called me way too late.
I'm trying to find out what's going on with you.
Yeah, man. And so, but we had conversation like, Chino, you, Tech, and all of us used to sit around in Tarzana or wherever we were and talk about MCs. Yeah. Clark and I had that same conversation about your niece. So it was just really refreshing for me to meet her this morning. And I don't, you know, with all of these accolades, man, this sounds like a whole lot of pressure to be putting on Lady London right now. You know,
it is. I could see how it could be too, but unfortunately, it's in her blood, and she's worked so hard. She's already put in her 10,000 hours to be a master already. So there's nothing in her tool bag. There's nothing that's not in her tool bag that she can't handle. And I just really, I think she's ready, man. I really think she's more ready than the world is ready for how talented that she is. Wow. And I want to thank you for definitely giving her the opportunity to shine. And, you know, there's a lot of things myself and King Tech built together, and it's great to see a part of my actual family be able to get on that platform. Like, I'm trying to hold it together right now. I'm just, you know,
full circle. That's why I said it's full
you got to put it in perspective. The same way that we're having Lady London on our show, you know, wanting the world to recognize who this talented person is because we think it's good for the world, good for music, good for the culture, good for the community. It's the same way we had your uncle come on our show years ago. Right, Chino? And
I mean, and Brother Sway, I was even younger.
There she is now. That's interesting, right? And so that man.
I mean, it was so heavy that, you know, I'm from Jersey, and my buzz came the other way from you guys, where people thought that I was actually from California. Coast, That's how hard y'all pushed me.
Yeah, and damn, I just got a text. I apologize. I think what also has to be acknowledged, Heather B, is that, damn, I've been around a long time.
No, it's incredible.
You know,
it's incredible.
And you never lost your ear for what an MC is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wavered a couple of years though. I was a little bit on the fence if I knew it, because everything I thought was dope wasn't working, like wasn't streaming or wasn't selling, or people didn't get it or people didn't care.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, Chino. Yeah. So, but
man.
I didn't let it knock me off my square, and it's for moments like this that I'm able to create for my personal self, create a balance. Hey, love you,
know
bro.
What?
Go ahead.
I love you too. I'm also glad that she's sitting there with a female icon like Heather B too.
Yes,
man. Thank you so much. Nah, I appreciate it. I don't want and you know what, Chino, thank you. But what's big to me, sis, is that, you know, your accolades in school and not to be overlooked. Like I think it's incredible that you've been able to do this, like with your school and bachelor's of science and master's degree. You know, you were talking about me cooking, and I said I use that as an outlet, but don't ever, and not that you're doing it, don't put yourself in a box at all, because Shonda Rhimes, on her spare time, she would read medical books just as a joke, and she ended up writing Grey's Anatomy. Right. Like, the sky is the limit for you, and so use everything, all these gifts that God gave you and the tools that you have to continue to blossom. I've never met a guest like you in terms of female artists coming up here with so many things behind you. I think it's incredible.
Thank you so much.
For real.
I'm really honored. Thank you so much.
Chino, thanks for calling in, man. We got to get in contact, all right? I'll get your information from your sister, okay?
All right, man. Love you, Zip.
Love
Keep doing
too,
it.
Unky.
Okay. We're going to play this song and come back.
Yes.
We're going to play Easy.
Oh.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah, of course.
And who's the guy on the song?
Jerry Green. Shout out Jerry Green. He's super dope, too.
Okay, here it is. Lady London, Sway in the Morning. Sway in the Morning. Lady London featuring Jerry Green. Easy.
Summertime music.
Summertime. Come on, it's not even done. That song is incomplete.
Yeah.
I love that you didn't mind us playing it though. You really love this.
I love it. I live for it.
You live for this?
Yes.
You watch our show?
Of course.
Yeah.
What?
You know what we do here?
I know what y'all do.
You know where you are, right?
I know where I'm at.
You know where you at?
In the den.
You in the Valley of the Hyenas. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5.
Let's go.
This is where stars are born.
Yeah.
This is where it all goes down. You can spit for a lot of people, but it don't fully count until you spit right here in the Valley of the Hyenas.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Cosmic Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the dudes at Bars I-95.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What up to them?
Woo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Amazing.
Shout out to the citizens. It's Lady London, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. DJ Wonder, drop a beat on her.
Oh, man.
Yeah. What you gonna do with that, Lady London?
Yeah. Let's get it. If music is subjective, then why do I feel rejected? Take a second to view it from your perspective. Oh, they want me to ruin it with the sex, cause everybody is likely to do it if you accept. Let's more than that it. Let's get something clear. I don't preach to fucking nigga when they cover a bill or cover the mill. I make them be more like a Rundling mill and make them really hand over his crumbling bills. Oh, you ain't get that. I'm in a position to get a brick back. How you get your tuition is how you flip that. Make me inferior to a threat, superior to a flex. I'm serial with the checks, I'm visceral with it. And my vernacular, spectacular, pivotal spinning. You can never lose when it's spiritual winning. Enough verbiage, these niggas be tough surface. Really a bluff nervous be. Look. Labels is raising you for your paper. They'll sign you for $1 million and take you for all you made of. Let's talk about the budgets. These niggas will really cut it than telling you that they'll come and discussing it with you later. Here, let's talk about and think. Let's just talk about monopoly. Cuban link, but now you renting all your property. Your net worth shit, checks don't hit. Baby mother trash, only like her cause her neck work lit. Look, prime time where bitches do what they want. But it's a fine line between stupid and smart. I could pull a rollie out with the Audemars on the wrist. Or pull up at the corner store by the corner boy in the 6, hopping out with all baguettes and the diamonds, never consignment. I'm fresh in the flesh in every designer. I got Cartier bracelet, a suede handkerchief, stay slaved. You be rocking Kate Spade, hate the shit. Nevertheless, I never settle a debt. If you owe me, you better throw me whatever, get in, get checked. Give a fuck about your kids, B. Shit, if it's cheap, I snatch the sneakers right off of your fucking kids' feet. I'm ruthless with it. Since top rhyming was a roof Chris visit, I'll stop rhyming when my roots get tinted to off-white. I do this all night. Shit, we all united. I could do this all flight. Start rhyming off-site. In Atlanta, you know I'm good for a booth. I'm a Cancer, you know I'm good for a move. What if I told you more than half of the slander stood for the truth? And I don't know if what is good for the gander's good for the goose. I'ma keep writing till my pen don't stop, yeah. And keep fighting for that Kimbo slosh. Your whole record contract like my rent off top. With that stipend, I could window shop. Look, I'm up dyke when the hookah smoke in the air. I'm dodging the indictments and moving coke in the air. I got 4 to 5 niggas and all of them side niggas. I get them for 5 figures, then tell them goodbye, nigga. Adios. The feeling I get when your body close. But all this drug dealing, my feelings like Vominos. I deal in a lottie coke. I'm kidding, a lottie jokes. I'm silly, but not really. You privy that God is dope, right? You stop when I don't, right? First pool shop, but not broke, right? You been idle. I bet that men like you to pay for their haircuts and clothes in the spin cycle. You hoes, I dislike you. Fucking up the game. No health care, but you flooded up the chain. You got no self-care cause you cut it out the frame. I just wish my wealth here wasn't flooded out with fame. I don't want the notoriety yet. I don't want no one to fire before I even get to hire you yet. I want to build an empire with everything intact and come and condense that to 100% blackest lady.
Lady London! Keep going. Shit. Yeah. Hold up. Everybody got one good verse, Rich Knight. Woo. Everybody got one good verse.
We need 2.
Part of me is stopping me from reaching the top. My modesty is probably the reason I'm not fiending to drop any single I'm releasing or not. Or having beef with every woman that's competing for spots. It's deeper than shots. My nigga, no, it's deeper than rap. Deeper than pop, nigga, deeper than that. See the niggas then get at them, but it's deeper than gat. So fuck going double platinum, cause it's deeper than plaques. Death is all I really seem to picture these days. I know just as many bitches dead as niggas these days. If Donald Trump for re-election, watch the bigotry raise. I'm sick of this cage. America is sick in its ways. But who am I? Really like who is me? You worry about who fly, I'm wondering who is free. Yearning for discernment, it's hurting to be discreet. And I'm turning when I'm asleep, cause I'm learning why Jesus weep. Jesus wept because it's fucked up here. If you got bread, then you lucked up here. Look. If not, Pop, better luck upstairs. I hear everybody's up there. Let's pull a truck up there. Black families, nothing but bad run-ins. Very little budgets for meals, but mad stomachs. If you ain't have no brothers or sisters, you had cousins. And your mother worked for 45 years to have nothing. Look, hold on, I got it. Let me see.
Lady London, Sway the morning. Shave 45. We got a hyena up in here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a real MC up in here.
Funny thing when you racing to get it in, people give direction to places they never been. Latency never ends, knowing you would get to sit in some spaces they never can. But I learned to turn 100 wishes to 100 goals, 100 pictures to 100 shows. You out the box of your division, I'm the one enclosed. I come and pose and turn whoever missing to the one exposed. I handle grams to spend the time with myself. I keep alignment and wealth. I stayed grinding for wealth, and through it I stayed rhyming, cause only time in the tell. I'm trying to get breakfast about that jet life. Ain't none of my records about my sex life. And none of my exes were ever one of my preferences. Just admired his efforts, and so I slept right. Hold on. Now y'all good. Thank y'all so much. Lights up.
Light down the building. Light down the building.
Thank y'all so much.
Hold up. I gotta put my sunnies on.
Man.
She's shining too bright up in here, Heather. I gotta protect my pupils.
Amen.
Lady London, ladies and gentlemen.
The example of putting in work. That's that example right there, man.
Talk on it.
Yo, listen. We tell people all the time, don't come up here unprepared. You know, you could do what you want, but it only matters what the work you put in when people don't see.
Yeah.
You know, you are spending a lot of time. I could just tell writing and perfecting and practicing and doing it. And the moment of truth came in this show, sis, congratulations, man. That's you putting in your work. I see why so many people are just giving you that love and talking the way they talking about you. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
It's easy to look like a rapper. Difficult
to be one.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you guys so
Absolutely.
much.
So impressed.
Dope.
So inspired. I'm about to go right now. We about to end this show, damn it. The cadence, the patterns,
it's
the
not
timing.
profanity filled.
Not
like,
at all. The timing. Your timing is impeccable.
Thank you.
I love it.
A lot of slickiness. You're going to have to
Oh my
rewind.
God.
You have to go back and listen.
Yeah. You bitches better leave her alone. Shit. I'm just going to say that.
Be her friend. Be her friend. Be her friend.
Just be her friend.
Just be her friend.
It's easier that way.
It's easy. It's easier that way.
It's easier that way.
I know you said that in one of your verses that pretty women don't give you beef.
They don't.
That's real?
Pretty bitches never want to beef with me. If I see a bad bitch, I tell her link with me.
Strength and unity.
Straight like that.
Lady London, you got to come back.
Yes. I would love to. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. That was incredible. That was dope. And what can people I mean, you haven't done a full body of work yet.
Yeah, no. I have no music out right now. I only have the one single, Musa. I'm working on I don't know if I'm working on individual singles or it's going to be a collective project. I haven't decided whether it's going to be like an EP of things or if it's going to be individual singles, but I'm, y'all got to be patient with me. I'm a perfectionist a little bit, so if it's not perfect in my eyes, then it probably won't come out just yet, but I'm working nonstop.
What's your stage show like?
My stage show?
Yeah. Performance.
I mean,
you
nice.
Yeah,
I haven't done any rap shows because I don't have any music, but I used to sell out poetry shows in DC, like when I was in Howard, and so the stage is very comfortable. Very comfortable for me. I love it. Honestly, the crowd like energy is everything to me. It feeds me. It feeds my spirit.
That's what's up. Lady London, how you feel about today?
I feel amazing. I came in here so nervous. You guys really, really like eased my nerves. I was in the car with my mom like blasting gospel, like literally about to cry, like stomach hurting. And when I came in, like Heather prayed for me and prayed over me, and I just like I'm super I'm super in tune with like, the universe and just the alignment, and I just think nothing happens like haphazardly. Nothing happens by chance. I'm just blessed, and I'm thankful, and I'm honored to be here. Thank y'all so much.
Honored to have you, Lady London. I can't wait to talk shit 4 or 5 years from now and say we had her up here back in bomb. Well, she's at the Grammys shouting us out.
Man.
Shouting us out. I said shouting us out.
Shouting you out.
Okay, all right. Okay. hope you heard that part.
Shout out
Lady.
Sway.
Okay, there you go, Lady London. And people want to reach you on social media. How can they reach you?
Yeah, so Lady London, spelled exactly how it's supposed to be on Instagram, and then it's with 3 N's at the end on Twitter because the lady won't give me my name.
She won't give you the name?
No.
That's why that is 3 N's.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be 3 N's, but yeah, it's just Lady London as spelled.
Okay. Is she getting a lot of calls, Genasis? Genasis. That's our new intern. It's first week. She don't know when I call her name. Is she
she don't know?
Okay. I saw you on the phone. She was getting a lot of calls? Yeah, she got the line. Let's come back and let her do some calls.
Be nice.
You with that, Lady London?
Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Sway the Morning, Shade 45. Yeah, Sway the Morning, man. Real quick, man, I wanted to let people get a chance to talk to Lady London before she stepped out. Janine from Cali, what would you like to say? Janine, are you there? Janine.
GG. Hola.
Okay, cool. Corey from my hometown, Oakland. Corey, what's poppin'?
Town business.
Nah, I mean.
What up? Hey, Sway, hey, I grew up with your family, and real talk, man, hey, Lady London is fire. Hey, the lyrics, the linguistics, I want to hear old school with like the Roots with Black Dot, or even like this generation Kendrick, you feel me? Like, that's real flow, man. I'm super appreciative of that. I'm honored now.
Bless, thank you so much.
Make sure you follow her too, okay? Rosario Dawson just walked in. Cory Booker just walked in. Damn, what just happened?
Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, hold up. You're right. Hold up. Wait, hold up. My bad. Hold up. My bad. Hold up, Rosario. Hold up. Wait, hold up. Okay. Oh, Cory Booker just walked in. Rosario Dawson just walked in. Don't worry about how you getting pulled over, Corey. You still being profiled? You still being stopped and frisked?
Unfortunately, black man driving, it's part of the game.
If not for you, you're running for president. They can't pull you over.
Now I'm running from the president.
I just want to tell you I love you.
You know, he and I did something. You remember what we did? Well, you don't remember. I could tell the way you did. Come on. Okay, I came when you were, what city was I in? Newark?
I was mayor.
You were mayor, and I came with MTV or somebody, and we walked through the neighborhoods and talked about all the different work you were doing on the ground.
Yes.
You don't remember that?
I do remember that.
It's okay if you don't.
No, man, I remember that.
Because I don't remember the conversation. I'm joking. But good to see you. How you doing?
Thank God I'm doing well.
Okay, good.
I'm being the supportive boyfriend right now.
Good. I won't interview you. Don't worry. I want to ask you about Iowa.
These beautiful people. Look at this beautiful crew up in here, man.
So this is Lady London.
Hi, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Rosario.
What an honor.
Now, you're from, were you born in the Bronx?
No, I was born in Brooklyn.
In
Coney
Brooklyn.
Island.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
Getting rowdy over here. This is an artist that I want you to know.
All right, awesome.
You need to know this young lady.
All right, very cool.
Maybe in the next series or the next movie.
Yeah.
She would be
if
great.
Briar Patch does well, we'll come back for season 2 or 3 or something like that. Come on board.
I will love it. Let's do it.
Incredible, okay? So you'll come back and see us when?
I don't know, but I want to, according to your schedule, I just wanted to make sure I came in and jumped in. I'm sorry to miss you this morning, but I love you, so much.
You don't mind if I kiss her on the cheek?
Go ahead, brother.
It's cool. All right, man.
After the fact.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. You know. All right. Okay. Love you, Rosario. Yo, good to see you, man.
Love you.
And then when you gonna come talk to us?
I would love to come back. I'm running across the river.
Okay.
She's the one we're trying to get in from California.
Okay,
so
cool.
I will definitely come.
You'll come back?
My team, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Especially to get the whole crew here.
Yeah, don't play us
I
out.
know they all just turned out for Rosario. Jersey boy too.
It's true, but you know. All right, cool, man. Take care, okay? Love you.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Hope to see you again.
Wow, that's cool. Wow. You see that? You see how that works?
Yeah.
Look at God.
Look at God. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Season 2.
Hey.
Come on. You know, I put that in the universe because that's how it goes.
Look, I got it.
Come on. We're going to get you on a soundtrack. Hey, Corey from Oakland.
Yeah.
What part of the town you from?
Sir.
What part of the town you from?
Man, I'm right off of 35th.
35th by High Street by my mom's, my grandmother's house, man. Love you, family. Definitely support her, Lady London, okay? We went to school together?
Nah, bro. Lightweight East, though. Lightweight East. I'm out there, but I'm a little younger than you, bro, but I'm right underneath you, huh? So shit, it's all love for you, man. And this Lady London, she turned me out, man. I'm telling you, I can't believe I never heard baby rapping before. Like, yeesh.
Yeah, get your money right. You can hang out with her. All right, Corey. Yeah, man, you're a citizen, brother.
Sway in the morning.
Okay, cool, man. Anita from D.C., what you want to say?
Anita.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Sway, I've been with you since MTV.
Wow, damn. This is my 20th year celebration from MTV.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Heather B, I'm Nita B. That's what I call myself.
Let's go, Nita B.
I'm not a rapper, but you know. Lady London, you are the... Oh, my goodness. These people better watch out. You sound old school in the new school.
Yeah.
And that whole outside the box, stay outside the box. People always want to put you in the box to make them comfortable.
Yeah.
You stay outside the box. You are creative. You do what you do.
Thank you so much.
Don't let anybody tell you who you should be or what you should be. Your vibe. You're giving me so much energy just through the radio. You're just so calming. Just listen to your voice. It just makes me want to go lay down and take a nap or something.
I love that.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I love that. No, people tell me that. I love that.
Went to sleep. Okay.
Yeah, it is a compliment because her voice is so calming. So, if you're around a person like that and you're upset, just to talk to them just makes you just like, okay, let me calm down. Let me get it together.
Right. Oh,
Is that why you're talking so calm? Like, what the hell?
No,
to put us to sleep on the air.
She at work.
Oh, she's at work.
Oh, you sneaking on the phone.
You couldn't tell that's her work voice.
Oh,
I'm at work, so I can't get loud because I'm from Mississippi. I'm living in D.C. area, but we loud and we just love people. But what you say, Sway?
Nothing. I didn't say a damn thing. Okay. Need a B on the line.
You better get on your back.
Thank you.
And Heather B.
Yes.
I love your cooking videos. I'm a cook too myself, baby. I'm Anita the Baker, baby.
Anita the Baker. I love that. That's so witty.
Yo, I love it. Thank you, Anita.
And Anita, follow her like you follow Heather, Lady London. 3 N's on the end, okay?
No,
just
it's regular on Instagram.
Regular on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 3 N's on the Twitter.
On Twitter. Yeah.
I'm already on this way.
Okay. Okay, Nita B. Thank you so much.
I got a YouTube video too. I just went on and subscribed.
There it is. You're getting money right now. Anita, you're a citizen.
Sway morning.
Lee from Iowa. What do you like to say real quick?
Yeah, real quick, Sway. Every time I get in, I got to big you up. And Heather B and the team. Hey, London B. I'm sorry, London.
Lady London.
Lady London. I've never heard of you until today. And this is probably one of the best things that happened. So, yeah, I'm about to follow, download, all that.
Thank you so much.
And just like she said, very sensual, soothing voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He got suave on you right there in the end. Yeah. Michael in L.A., you'll be our last call. What'd you like to say?
Man, what's up, Sway in the morning team? I just wanted to say I've been following Lady London on Instagram for months. I'm glad that she's finally getting the shine that she deserves, man. She is dope. She's bringing back that old school NY sound. I'm a huge Jay-Z fan, even though I'm from L.A. I love the sound. Keep rocking, mama. Not to mention she's a dime piece, too.
Thank you.
That's all I can say.
Thank you so much. Shout out, Callie.
He called a dime piece.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's it.
He took it. You like, he knows what he's talking about. I ain't mad at you, yo. I ain't mad at you, I see what it is. I'm Uncle Sway to you, so I'm watching. Okay,
stop messing with me.
Okay, sure.
Golly.
Sure. Talking about a dime piece. I'm watching you, Lady
Sway
London.
mad. Like, what you trying to do?
Right? Look, keep it up.
Yes.
You got a lot of people in your corner.
Yes.
But don't even live your life. Do your thing. Anita was giving a lot of game in there. She said some great things. Yeah. Enjoy yourself. Your art is your art. Okay? Lady London, ladies and gentlemen.